To those of you who still believe in one Nigeria, something tragic happened in 1985. And only if you sit back and listen, I will give you that information. The North is completely destroyed as I'm talking now. Their hypocrisy is destroying them. When Awolowo was busy giving Yoruba free education, when the Igbos were busy introducing their petty system, after I served on that for many years, that settles you. The North was busy. They were building Almajiri. Now they are begging Jonathan to come back. But in that 1985, something happened. An Igbo man was the head of OAU, which simply means the Organization of African Unity. Now it's now AU, African Union. And Igbo man was the head. I didn't know what happened. How Buhari removed that Igbo man because of a man from Niger who was his brother. Sit back and I will tell you that historical fact. But then the North is gone. They're now begging Jonathan to come back after they have criticized him. They have destroyed his image. Come and save us from Tinubu. After they voted for Muslim tickets. But then if you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, on notifications, drop your comments, click the like button and also share this video. As you are watching, be liking and be sharing and drop your comments. Then subscribe and on notifications. Be liking and be sharing, drop your comments. I want to give you that historical fact that happened in 1985. Just sit back and watch. Let's begin. Finally, the North is crying. The North is crying and begging Jonathan to come back after what they did to him, because they saw him as an Igbo man. And I have a question to you if you are watching this video. An old man came here the other day, said the meaning of Naira, he said it means Naira never allow Igbos rule again. That's what he said. But I want to know, if you are watching now, drop your comments, please. The man that made statement was an elderly man, so I don't know, I've not read history to that extent. But what do you think? Drop your comments if you are watching now. And they also said, Kobo simply means kill Ojuku before others. Please, drop your comments if you are watching. I want to know how truth or whatever you think about what that man is. An elderly man, he made that statement. And let me go back to my talking point. The North is in complete mess, complete disaster, and it is failing left, right, center. I said it was not the Igbos that first said wanted to leave Nigeria. No, not the Igbos. It was the North who first said Araba. Don't forget, it was people like Azikiwe, the Zik of Africa, who found a way to convince the North to accept independence. Before independence, the North said they were not ready for independence. Go and read your history, go and check your facts. Now, don't forget, the North have their own province. The South have their own place, which is the Northern Protectorate and the Southern Protectorate. So we were not together from the first beginning, don't forget. So when I say I don't believe in one Nigeria, I have where I'm coming from. We were never together in the first place. When the British came and saw that the North was easily manipulated, easily controlled, they gave power to the North. They told them, enter the military and everything. That is why till today, the North controls the military. But for the first time in a very long while, Tinubu is really cutting down their feathers. Tinubu is distributing the so-called hegemony of the North in terms of military locations. And now they are crying. The North said they own Ilorin, and I've given you the historical facts, what happened to Ilorin. But anytime Tinubu appoints somebody from Ilorin, they say, na Yoruba man. So Tinubu is really confusing them. And no wonder they call that man the master strategist. But then Tinubu is a karma on the North. Under Goodluck Jonathan, the North were enjoying. Jonathan was busy building roads, infrastructure, and even building Almajiri schools in the north. Under Jonathan, the north was not safer. Jonathan was pleasing the north. He was a man who does not like wahala. But then, the north did something. And in 1985, Buhari also did something similar. I will tell you that historical fact. I have not heard it from anywhere before. But I will tell you, if you stay here, the next just 4 minutes. What Buhari did in 1985 to an Igbo man, you have not heard it anywhere before. I will tell you in the next 4 minutes. But let me continue. The north, they were enjoying Jonathan. Even in this country, the price of foods were very cheap. When Jonathan removed fuel subsidy in 2012 January, you saw protests in Lagos. People went on data. Pastors, prophets, they were insulting the man, they were cursing the man. They were carrying the coffin of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. But the man was a peaceful man. He said, okay, I don't want problem. He reintroduced the fuel subsidy and everything continues. But look at where we are today in this country. The north left Jonathan out of religious. If I say Nigeria is not one, some of you, that is your problem. But if you are angry, that's a problem. Because assuming Nigeria to be one nation, there is no way normal human beings will leave Jonathan and vote for Buhari. There is no way. If Nigeria was 21, there is no way somebody will leave Jonathan and vote for Buhari. There was no way. People left Jonathan and voted for Buhari out of religious and tribal sentiments. And some I can see ahead. The same way I want to saw ahead. He gave Yoruba free education. What you call the NTA today was the Western Nigeria Television Authority, WNTA in Ibadan. Cocoa House, the printing press, the industrial, the man saw ahead. Dim Odumegojuku saw ahead when he said, when these things are going, no, let us have a confederacy. They went to Abuja Accord. I know what happened. I'm not even going there today. I saw ahead and I kept on shouting that if Buhari comes into power, there will be problem. But now, look at this, look at it. They voted for Buhari and they left it out who was giving them free school. Things were better like this. But now, they are now begging the same man to come back. They are begging Jonathan to come back. But the question is, will he come back? After he was humiliated, they called him, oh, the man is Kogogoro, the man is a foolish man, na Igbo man. And I said, even the north, they knew that Jonathan was from the old eastern region. Because Bayelsa was removed from Rivers State. The same way Jigawa was removed from Kano. The same way Ekiti was removed from Ondo State. And don't forget, Rivers State is part of the old eastern region. We call them that place Biafra land, which fought against Nigeria. So even the north, they knew that Jonathan is from that part of Nigeria. But somebody from Bayelsa said, I'm from south. A name that does not exist anywhere. What is the meaning of south? You don't even know it. I am from a south. Educated man. You are from a south. A place that does not exist. Now, let me leave that place. I'm giving different. In the next 1 minute now, I'll tell you what Buhari did. You saw again, when Buhari became the president, it's an attack against Boko Haram was an attack against the north. They made us under Jonathan. An attack against Boko Haram was an attack against the north. Jonathan is from Otoke in Bayelsa, where Nigeria sources the oil, which one of you are enjoying, comes from. And I ask you that question. Assuming that oil is from the north, would there be one Nigeria? But that's not for today. Now, they frustrated the man, they insulted him, until the man said, okay, oh yeah, take. Look at how Buhari messed up the country. Till today, Buhari is the worst ever Nigerian president. Now, let me go to the historical fact. What Buhari did that nobody has ever done in the history of this world. Buhari left a Nigerian man, an Igbo man, and he voted for a solo Fulani man from Niger Republic. Go and read history. I repeat, Buhari left his fellow Nigerian man, an Igbo man, and went to vote for a Fulani man. In 1983 to 1985, the OAU, which simply means the Organization of African Unity, now it is now AU, simply means African Union. They had a substantive Secretary General, Mr. Peter Onu was his name, in Nigeria, which is an Igbo man. When the time comes for him to be elected, even Julius Nyerere of Tanzania, he was backing Mr. Peter Onu, a Nigerian man. Buhari left Peter Onu, a Nigerian man, and he voted for his fellow Fulani brother from Niger Republic. So when I tell you that I don't believe in one Nigeria, so if you get angry, these are historical facts. Unless you want to go and write history, go and change it. Unless you want to write history, go and change it. And as I'm talking, because I give you facts on this particular platform, I give you evidence with facts. Google it. Just Google it. How Buhari left Mr. Peter Onu and voted for a Fulani man for Niger Republic in 1983. Go and Google it. Google. So when you see me on this platform, I am here to inform you what you have never heard before. The truth, the way it is. The way things are, I tell you, I'm not here to make you happy or to make you sad. I am here to give you the information which has happened, which is currently happening, and I critique. The truth must be said in this country. The North is begging. The North is almost collapsing because of hypocrisy, because of the hatred that they have. And you know it. But your problem is hypocrisy. Many of you know the truth now, but you are afraid of it. There was Oodua nation. There was the Biafra nation. There was the Arawa nation. Different set of people. Before the British came together, I'm going to say, when they came and joined us, by all means. So a man and a woman, like a boyfriend and girlfriend, just gave the name Niger area. I said, assuming that the Abuja Accord was allowed to stay in, I'm talking about the time of Dimodumego Ojukwu and Yakubu Gowon, will there be this kind of problem in Nigeria? There are Boko Haram clashes everywhere. There are ethnic clashes. Even the north now is inhabitable. Many people are running from the north. They are crossing over from Benue State to Enugu State. They are crossing over. Don't forget, Benue fought the civil war along Nigeria. I remember asking her from Plateau State. I said, if that war happens now, will you fight on the Nigerian side or on the Biafran side? That's what he said. He said his opinion. Our people in Plateau, the way things are going now, they will fight on the Biafran. I'm talking about what happened during the civil war. We are not one. The north is majorly Muslim, the south is majorly Christian. But the Yoruba have a mixture of both. But in Yoruba land, there is religious harmony. That's why you see the Yoruba family, they are Muslim, they are Christian, a wife can be a Muslim, but that is their own lifestyle. But in the north, it is not allowed. You saw what happened when Deborah was killed. Politicians were able tweeting against them. But when they saw threats because of votes, they were deleting the tweet. You know the politician, just tell me the name. So these are the problems. And we must always go back to history, because A man that forgets history is doomed to make the same mistake. In this country, somebody took fourth position, number 4, and the Supreme Court thought it is the best to make him number 1, their own judgment, and they made him number 1. That same governor spent 2.1 billion, according to the PDP, which is on the Sunday paper, to send Muslim to Mecca. Imo governor sent Muslim to Mecca. It was reported on the Sunday paper, which the PDP claimed. A Christian governor, Imo is a majorly Christian state, he was sending Muslims to Mecca. And I remember asking that question, my viewers, have you seen any Muslim governor in the north that sent Christians to Mecca? For example, Sokoto governor, Katsina governor, and Kano governor. That is your one Nigeria. That is what you get when you live on hypocrisy. People like us are here to give historical facts, historical evidence to point out that the British, what they did was the highest form of hypocrisy. Bishop, I have many videos of Bishop David. He has always condemned the present arrangements. We saw him spoke out against Buhari's government, but many pastors like him were against him. Jonathan was a Christian man. Many pastors, they tackled him more than Buhari, who is a Muslim, and who is a Muslim now. What does that tell you? We are telling you that you must understand that this country was never meant to be one. God has given every tribe different languages. Total restructuring. Or go regional government, go and manage your resources, manage your people. If there was a just of government, there is no way a full animal will take a cow all the way from the north and start coming to my place in Abeokuta or in Owo or in Iyala or in Osisioma or in Agatu or in Warri. Because the problem is many people cannot see beyond their noses. They are being brainwashed to think that wishful thinking alone, wishful thinking cannot solve any problem in this place. All of us now, we have seen this thing, we have read this thing, and then we know the truth. I always tell people, if you are not comfortable with the truth, this platform is not for you. Go and watch where they will be deceiving you, where they will ask you to pray. Can you pray for a goat to fly? Can you pray for a goat? This goat, I pray for it and you fly. A goat cannot fly. It only cannot to be a goat. The problem is, and the leaders know that there is nothing called one Nigeria. That's why they tell you one and indivisible Nigeria. Because they know the oil has kept us together since after the Civil War. It is the oil. There's no other thing. If the oil dries up today, you are going to know. And that if I say, because in the north they have kept their resources for the future, but here they are now showing your resources, and you cannot think. And God has not given that brain to think outside the box, to look that there is nothing binds us together here. I give an example of Isba police in the north. If you are selling alcohol, you'll be arrested. They will break your bottles. They will confiscate everything that you have. But the north is collecting the highest share of VAT. That's the value added tax from alcohol. Oh, you know. Jesus, our Lord, said, you shall know the truth, you, and it will make you free. Or you have known the truth. There is nothing like one Nigeria anywhere. There is nothing. We know these things. We know. So you must always remember the son and daughters of whom you are, no matter any part of the country or any part of the world that you are. I will always maintain it before he dies. And they have said they want to help us. It's on your screen, you are watching it. And what Mwik is saying, are they speaking for President Tinubu? These are the questions we must ask ourselves. Who is Murik speaking for? Nigeria is a majorly Muslim north and majorly Christian south. My viewers, don't forget, Muhammad Gaddafi said while he was alive, former Libyan head of state, he said Nigeria should be divided between Muslim north and Christian south. But the man does not know how Nigeria truly is. There are some Christians in the north, say like Taraba, like Benue, like Plateau, etc. And again, in the southern part of Nigeria, Yoruba half Muslim and half Christians. But let me inform you, if you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, on notifications, drop your comments, click the like button, and also share this video. As you are watching, be liking, be sharing, and be dropping your comments, but then all notifications. If Israeli government have vowed to help us, let us accept it. I made a statement the other time under Goodluck Jonathan, when for the first time our military was having huge success against Boko Haram. Jonathan had to bring in a man from the southeastern part of Nigeria, the first ever chief of army staff from Igbo land, Major General, I'm talking about Ejika. There was huge success against Boko Haram under Jonathan's government. But the North shouted that Jonathan was taking revenge over what happened in the Civil War. And that made me make a statement. I said, even the North, they know that Jonathan is from the old Eastern region, which we call Biafra land, because Bayelsa State, which Jonathan comes from, it was taken out of Rivers, and Rivers State is the old Eastern region. So if the northern elites were shouting that Jonathan is taking revenge for the Civil War, it simply means the North knows where Goodluck Jonathan is truly from. Now, Jonathan came under pressure. He had to remove that man then. In the same North, somebody said an attack against Boko Haram is an attack against the North. You know the person. Drop your comments. In this same country, you have a leader who goes to the bush to negotiate with bandits. All of you know that person. He goes inside the bush to negotiate with bandits. And I said, even under Buhari administration in 2022, I made that statement. It was on here. I said, assuming Sheikh Gumi is a Yoruba man and his name is Bishop Olasukomi, which is my name, Buhari would have arrested him. Assuming Sheikh Gumi is a Igbo man, his name is Bishop Ugochukwu, Buhari would have arrested him. But now this man goes to the bush to negotiate with the bandits, and then we saw military said we don't know where bandits are. My viewers, don't forget, when the bandits captured a US man, a man from the United States of America, the US special forces came to this country and rescued him. Everything that I'm telling you is on the internet. Just go and check it. And I always maintain, if you are not comfortable with the truth, don't watch this channel. I am here to give you the latest information that you can see on your screen and that has happened in history. So when I come here to give information, just stay and watch, like and share. If Israeli wants to help us, let us accept their help. It's not about religion. It's not about religion. It's about combating and having success against Boko Haram. And we've seen President Tinubu having a huge success on that. And we must give him kudos on that. Because Bello Toji is begging for mercy as I'm speaking now. The bandit leader, Bello Toji, is begging for mercy. He's begging Tinubu that he wants to surrender his weapons. I'm giving you different information that you can see that's currently happening in this country. If bandit leaders are begging for mercy, that means our government is on the right track. But then we must encourage them. We must tell them that you are doing the right thing. These people must not escape, and they must not Because how can bandits be accepted and be called repentant bandits? Where are the repentant Odua nation agitators? Where is repentant IPOB members? Why will only Boko Haram and bandits be always called repentant in your one Nigeria? The bottom line is the fact that we are not one in this country. I've always said it, I've always maintained. We are not one. And everybody knows the truth unless you are deceiving yourself. Jesus said, you shall know the truth and it will make you free. Bandits are being brought back to society. Buhari was then, he knew that bandits are negotiators, he knew that bandits are leaders, but he went as far as Kenya to rendition Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria. He went to Oyo State to almost capture Sunday Igboho, and let me tell you what happened. A man came all the way from the US. He came to Igogo, let me invest and give my people jobs. He invested in agriculture. The Fulani S-men, they went to his farm and they killed him. Sunday Igboho rose up and said, enough is enough. He found a way to pursue the S-men out of Igogo. The next thing, he was declared wanted under Buhari's government. That's if you have not forgotten. A government that can go as far as Kenya to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, isn't that enough for you to know that we are not one in this nation? That the so-called one Nigeria is just a scam. They are now begging Tinubu for mercy. Bello Turji, he must never be granted mercy. He must never be given amnesty. He must face the full wrath of the law. The Nigerian media, we are encouraging them, keep pounding this Boko Haram, keep pounding these bandits. The Fulani military have been recognized as the fourth most dangerous terrorist organization in the world. Number 4, the Fulani S-men. But in Nigeria, are they recognized? These are the questions. We are not an Islamic nation. This is the Federal Republic of Nigeria, not the Islamic Republic of Nigeria, not a Christian Republic of Nigeria. It is for all Nigerians. Nigeria belongs to each tribe and different religion. The Fulani who came to Nigeria in 1804, who are the least tribe, they met Yorubas here, they met Igbos here, they met Calabar here, they met Hausa here, they met all of us here, they met the TV here. But now look how they are doing to every part of this country. When will enough be enough? These are the questions that I'm asking you. But I want to see your comments. Do you still believe in one? Do you still believe what your pastors are saying? Your pastors have asked you to pray for Nigeria, 7 days, 100 days, 50 days prayer for Nigeria. Are you still praying? Do you still believe that God can still intervene in this country? I'd like to see your comments. Let me comments. Let's have this conversation. I'd like us to have this dialogue. Let's have a conversation. You know how 200 human beings were killed by the same Fulani S-men in Yelwata, Benue State. They came back again on Monday. They killed 3 people. And as I'm talking to you, I'm going to see it on your screen. The Benue community, they have banned the eating of cows. Benue has banned the eating of cows.